down here, you'll notice that we say why cod. It's the exact same thing as we set up here. But what I want you to notice about this as well is even the imagery is different. Why are we showing the tinned cod on like this salad? Well, because this is clean protein, right? It's real food, which is what this person wants. They want to get their protein from real food. And so this is a great example of how to get a lot of protein from real food for less calories, right? And so this headline, the cleanest portable protein on earth, is a little bit of a superlative claim that we're making here. And now from my background, this has worked really well because we've tested this across other brands and we know that these superlative claims can do a really good job of really being bold. And that's kind of a lot of David's messaging. If you look at David's overall kind of brand and some of their ads in general, they really focus on like being the best and being at the top, right? And so this is a claim that I feel pretty comfortable making because it's clean, it's just 2 ingredients, and it's fully portable. You could take this anywhere. And so that is why I came up with this ad specifically. And again, you can see the depth of how we're taking our research, or hopefully you can see how we're taking our research and how we're mixing some of this stuff in, right? They hate to see a laundry list of ingredients. So what do? I say, hey, there's only 2 ingredients. Another one down here, they say, if I can't pronounce it, I don't eat it. Well, that's why we mentioned no fillers. Another thing down here is the wild caught Atlantic cod from Greenland, right? Now, again, that's something where we kind of mentioned the Atlantic cod. Maybe I could add a little bit more of like wild caught that shows it's even cleaner, but I just liked how this felt, which is another emphasis of why you need to write in the environment, because I just like the way that this ad looks and I like the way that it feels. And so adding this extra text of wild caught Atlantic cod from Greenland or whatever it is, it just beefs it up and I'm just not a fan of it anymore. Now, is that something that the person cares about? For sure. And could that be something that we test later? For sure. But I like the way that this felt because the ingredients were the most important thing that I really wanted to call attention to. Now, if I wanted to take this up another notch, I might even move this salad and cod over and have the ingredient here as well. I could use a tool like ChatGPT to do that and kind of combine that and create my own image. So for example, here inside of chat, what did I do? I used whisper voice to speak to chat and I said, hey chat, here's what I'm thinking. Here's a photo of the actual plate. Here's a photo of the nutrition facts and look what it cooked up. It was absolutely sick. And so now I can copy this image and if I wanted to duplicate this, I easily could. I could go in here, I can adjust all of this to now be white text and I can come in and I can change all that, right? And again, this is where I think for you guys also taking time to go through the creative process and not just shipping the first idea that you have. Like for example, this ad right here might be a little bit better where it's like, I don't even write the claim because there might be some bias to that. Instead, what do? Well, what I do is I just show, I don't tell. And then down here, I might be running a little bit on the cutoff line there, but right here we are. Here's the cleanest portable protein on earth. Nutrition facts, there it is, boom, boom. Now, the problem is that ingredients in cod salt might not be a great or a very visual thing for people to see. But at the end of the day, here's an example of like, maybe this is just a better way to communicate this. Now, I would still pick this ad overall, but again, lean into the creative process and allow yourselves to be creative, right? And if you're trying to wonder like, how do I be more creative? Sometimes you just have to be bored.